Hi, this is Noah Cates, U.S. Olympian and member of the Philadelphia Flyers, and you're watching Father-Daughter Talk Flyers on YouTube.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 92.
92.
92.
I got my fancy headband today.
You do have your fancy gritty headband.
Headband.
All right. So let's see. Episode 92. Thank you, everybody who watched our training camp video last week. We actually picked up some new subscribers, which is really cool. So we have a training camp interview. First of all, cover your mouth. It's the middle of the day. Anyway, so we have a training camp interview with Cole Knuble. Unfortunately, you could only be at camp one day.
Yeah.
So we only got the one interview. We're hoping maybe somebody will get in contact with us some more, but it's still cool. We got Cole. So that's at the end. Please stick around for that. You got to ask him a few quick questions. Obviously the guys are busy with camp, but it was nice he took time with you. And this is the first father and now son we've had on the show because we had Mike back during alumni camp.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. And I gotta say, Cole has manners just like his father. Just super nice guy. It was really nice. So please stick around for that. Other than that, what has been going on with the Philadelphia Flyers?
Okay, so we had Cam York, which is 2 years, and then 1.6 a year. Right. And then we have Noah Cates, which is 2 years, and then 2.1625 a year.
2.625, but close enough. Yeah.
I tried.
It's fine. Yes. And
decimals were never my specialty in life.
And how do you feel about those?
I really like both of the guys, so I'm excited, I think.
Yep. So we got Cates and York. Because I think both are obviously parts of the future, big parts of the future here.
And Dad, of course, has both jerseys, because why wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah. And they're American, which I like. So, a little biased. But not that I don't love Canadians and Swedes and everybody else, but I'm American. So, so I have Cates and York's jersey. I love York's because he put the 2021 gold on it. And Cates was an Olympian, and I've always loved the Olympics. As a matter of fact, the Olympics are the reason I love hockey in the first place because of 1980. So, I love both contracts. York's is perfect. For me, 2 years is perfect because although I see the skill set with Cam York, I don't quite know what he is yet. I don't know if he's a number one defenseman, a 2, a 3. I don't know. So I want 2 years gives him a chance to perform, see where he is, and obviously you're betting on yourself with these shorter contracts as a player because you're hoping you outperform them a lot and get a big raise. But where the team's not locked up into trouble by giving guys 8-year contracts. Noah Cates, if I had my choice, I'd sign him for the next 8 years. However, if Noah develops offense, he's in for a big raise. Right now, his defense is certainly worth 2.6 a year, no doubt about it. If he ends up turning into a regular, consistent goal scorer, he's going to get more money, and he's going to deserve it. But I don't think Noah is ever going to be breaking a bank kind of player, just a guy you need to win championships with. So I'm fine with Noah seeing what he gets. He'll be a restricted free agent. We'll see what he gets in 2 years. They also signed Ali Lixel, who's most likely going to be a Phantom. However, he could easily be a call-up. And you never know. He has a killer camp. He could make the team. But I think he's going to start as a Phantom with super call-up possibilities. Do you want to show that off?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So this is Patrick Sharp.
Yes. Patrick Sharp got hired as a development camp coach. He's going to work heavily with John LeClaire and Nick Schultz.
It's about him.
And I sadly,
Dad doesn't have enough of those.
I thought I had it. I looked up the count on the thing and realized I didn't have it for some reason.
Don't
can't
worry,
believe
Dad
it.
has a whole app. He's taken photos of everything in this room. You can search it up.
It's true.
Dad has.
But yeah, for some reason I did not have the Patrick Sharp, so I picked that up. So I'm kind of happy about that. So
because he needed just one more to finish off.
Yeah, you can't have an incomplete collection. Keep me up at night. So I took the Patrick Sharp all in. So both contracts are great. All 3 contracts. So the only player left unsigned is Morgan Frost. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping this I've heard nothing but reports from reporters that the contract was basically done. So I don't know if I know you don't have to be under cap compliance in the offseason. I don't know if there's some trick. I'm hoping it means they're going a little more long term with Morgan Frost because he's a guy I do think is going to produce a lot more offense. And if they give him another bridge deal, he's going to be more expensive. I think not quite Farabee contract, but I think something a little under that, but length. I'm all for getting length of a contract with Morgan Frost because I do think he's going to outperform whatever you give him, and I don't want to have to pay him too much because trying to fit all the pieces in the puzzle as they get better and better over the next 2 to 3 years. So we'll see what happens with Morgan Frost's contract. I sort of expect it soon. Everybody I know at the building kept telling me it was really close, and I saw Morgan. We saw Morgan watching at development camp and stuff, so it seems like everything's going well. So hopefully that gets announced soon. And then the other big news is Tony DeAngelo, which gives me a chance to wear my 77 jersey. I picked it up at the clearance sale. Tony DeAngelo has been let go by the Flyers, not mutually because they had a buyout window. So rumors are still he's going to end up in Carolina. The good and bad of it is look, I gotta say, Tony has a bad reputation, but every dealing we had with him, he was incredibly polite, like super nice dude to us. So I gotta give him full marks for that. The problem is he's not a great defender, and he can't. And him and Torts it fell apart at the end. I mean, he was benching him. He was clearly a healthy scratch. He was benching him. Kevin Hayes and Tony DeAngelo were two guys that John Tortorella identified that can't win with him. Now, whether Torts is right or not, who knows? I think Hayes is going to do really well in St. Louis. But it's Torts' show, it's Torts' locker room, and this is, what was going to happen. You could clearly see the writing on the wall for both of them. So we wish Tony the best wherever he ends up, probably Carolina, but, wherever he ends up, good luck to him. But it's good for the Flyers. One, it's good for Carter because, Tony's good on the power play, but he's not good defensively, and this will give York power play time. This will give, hopefully, Sanheim some power play time finally. Could give Ronnie Adder time. The Flyers' defense is a huge question mark. So it's now another spot. Provorov going, now DeAngelo going is spots for York to step up his minutes. Hopefully Ronnie Adder to make the team because I really like Ronnie. It's, I say, a final make or break year for the Russian. Played for the Hitmen, and I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I know who's talking about.
Yeah, played for the Hitmen. You guys know who I mean. Anyway, it's either a year to prove he's a player or not. I think Adam Giddings is in the running, to be a shutdown defenseman for him. So there's a lot of possibilities. Now there's definitely 2 roster spots open up. I think Mark Stahl's an interesting signing. Can he get in the mix? Can he still play some minutes, or is he just a 6'7" and experience? Got to see. I mean, he did play well last year. So the defense is definitely a question mark. And I'm, and clearly Tony wasn't going to be a part of it. And if not, he only had 1 year left in his contract, so he wasn't going to be a part of it long term anyway. I think the buyout makes him worth it's just because they bought him out, 1 year left in a contract, he's going to count partially against the cap for 2 years for $1.67 million a year, which isn't really breaking anything at this point. You hate to see it go to 2 years, but it's better than just paying him 5. And clearly, you couldn't just bring him back, wait till the trade deadline and trade him because Torts just fell apart. So much like with Kevin Hayes, you'd like a better return, but sometimes you just have to cut bait, especially when you're remaking a franchise, retooling, rebuilding, whatever they're calling it. When you're remaking a franchise, you just got to get the guys you want here and get the guys you don't want out as soon as possible. So it makes sense to me. Again, you'd like to get a better return, but sometimes it's not a perfect world. Anyway, it's still exciting. Gonna wait to see. So, is there anything else for you, or are you just playing with the bobblehead?
I don't know. I like playing with the bobbleheads.
All right, well then we'll let the nice folks go. Please stick around for the Cole Knuble. I didn't call him Mike the whole time. I was very proud of myself because I was a big fan of Mike. So please stick around for the Cole Knuble interview. We're tacking on the end here, and we have. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No,
I was gonna say we had the.
Yes. So
two
two other things. So there is the community caravans are back for the Flyers, which we love. We will definitely be at the one in Voorhees, which is July 26th at 5 o'clock. There's no doubt we will both be there. The fan club is having a table there. So if you're interested in signing up for the fan club, please go there. And we will probably be doing at least 1 or 2 of the other communities and think at Ocean City or something like that. And also very important, the fan club is having a fun thing at Topgolf, August 15th from 7 to 9. So please check our Twitter or Facebook page for that, for all the rest of the details. But it should be fun. We don't do the formal meetings. We try to do fun stuff like baseball games and Topgolf and stuff. So that should be really cool. So yeah, please come out and check that out. And now to the interview. And anything else from you?
No.
Okay, then say goodbye to the nice folks.
Bye. Back to bed I go. It's just too early.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
It's way too early.
Hello, my name is Shia, and I'm here with
Cole Knuble.
and I'm going to ask him 3 questions today. How exciting was it to get drafted this year?
It was super exciting, and especially by the Flyers, made it even better. It's great to be back here. I'm super excited to be part of the organization.
Nice. Your dad played here. That must make it extra special.
Yeah, exactly. It does make it extra special, and I learned how to skate in this rink, so to come back here and be part of the development camp is really cool.
Very nice. Your scouting report says extremely competitive player. How much pride do you take in that?
Yeah, I think it's one of my biggest strengths is being competitive. It's a little thing, but it goes a long way, and I've always been like that, and I plan on continuing to play like that.
Very nice. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.